Okay, we're sitting here in Berlin with Kafka TV foreign correspondent Matthew Carver. Matthew, what do you think of Berlin in general? Your first impressions here?
It's awesome.
And what makes it so good? This is quite amazing. I don't know what this exactly is, but it's some sort of bar in a bombed out area of Berlin, East Berlin. We're just a few hundred meters north of Checkpoint Charlie, and I think we're just waiting for the festivities to begin. And we've got the inspiration for instant coffee's disco bus over there, and some pretty amazing graffiti happening here. Yes. Anything you'd like to add, Matthew, about your experiences of Berlin thus far?
No.
Okay, can you just tell us, please, who you are and that you're watching Kafka TV?
This is Matthew Carver in Berlin, and you're watching Kafka TV.
We're going. Hi, my name is Wojciech Olejnik. I'm here in Berlin and one of the galleries. Berlin is a really nice place to be. A lot of different galleries, a lot of stuff happening all the time. And Andrew's a bastard and he put me up to this again.
I can cut that out. See, that's
right.
I'm in control. But you think there's a lot of variety of different kind of work that you see here in Berlin?
Yeah, I think the nice thing about Berlin is that you have pretty much everything. You don't have it doesn't limit you to just one medium. There's so many galleries that eventually everything sort of gets shown.
Right. So why have you come to Berlin? Like, you're living here now, right?
Yeah, I've been living here for a year. I mean, in general, I think I came here because it's kind of a place where in general, you have more opportunities.
Well, no, but I mean, it's true, and the living is fairly cheap.
Yeah, it's very cheap, and at the same time,
there's an appreciation of culture, maybe? Well, I don't know. Like, I mean, tell me about this artist visa. I think that's a pretty amazing thing for a government to actually say the artist visa.
Artist visa, right? Well, I have my Polish passport, so I don't.
Oh, so you're already EU.
Right. Yeah,
but I mean, Sarah, for instance.
Yeah, Sarah Jane, for instance, has the opportunity of actually getting a visa for a year as an artist, and she has to work as an artist in order to fulfill that.
Right.
Of course, she doesn't have.
And that's something that the Berlin government has started because they want artists to come. It doesn't matter where they're from. They want them to come and live in Berlin.
I don't know if that's true. I really don't know.
No?
I think it's a kind of a place that it has so much magnetism already that you don't need any kind of extra incentive.
Right.
That's the way I am.
Right. And there's like something crazy, like what, 300, 400 galleries here?
Yeah, something like that. And in September we had 15 new galleries open, and apparently this weekend we have 12 more. So I mean, it's growing exponentially right now.
And is that because work is selling, or is that because there's just so many?
Work is not selling.
Work is not selling.
Work is selling in very few galleries which have been here for a long time, and I'm sure a lot of galleries like from London or whatever come here and are able to sell as well. But I don't think that's the reason why there's a lot of artists here. I think what you said about it being cheap, and I think once it's not really that the environment is kind of asks more artists to come in. It's that there's just enough happening that it kind of causes kind of a chain reaction,
Yeah.
for more artists to come.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything about the city necessarily, from my perspective, that's sort of causing it.
Just from my, few days here, though, it does seem like there's an incredible appreciation for the work that artists do, and there's it's a nice place. It's a feeling of that you can live here and do what you do, and that's understood. You don't have to fight your way through the granting system, for instance. You don't have to fight your way through, bureaucracies just to sort of say, hey, I'm an artist and this is important work.
I think the reason for that is because there's so many different approaches to what a gallery can be. I think the one thing that Toronto suffers from is that we have a very kind of limited definition of the gallery. That we have a commercial artist from museum, whatever. Here, people take a lot more risk in defining what a gallery is. They do alternative spaces. They just turn anything they can into a gallery and successful and experiment. I mean, there was a show we saw. It was a couple shows in a greenhouse, basically, and then they were able to sort of create a space that worked for art and at the same time whatever they were doing.
Yeah.